Hi guys, how you doing? Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's doing well. I got a bit more energy today because I'm not jet lagged. I don't know if you remember the Chelsea game. I was like, oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, oh Chelsea have scored. But I'm less jet lagged today. So yeah, hopefully today goes better than Sunday, was it? Yeah. I think Sunday everyone was kind of out of energy because it was a bit of a dead rubber. But yeah, today should be exciting. Alison says, hey Alison, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing good. Hey Kat, hope you're doing good. Simon says, PSG will face one of these two teams in the final because no chance Arsenal get there. Yeah, no chance really. Especially kind of given their performance in the first leg. Kind of as we were saying, Arsenal were playing far too defensive. They just sat back. PSG scored within 3 minutes, and then Arsenal didn't really do much for the rest of the game. And I'm just thinking, if that's what they did at home, then away from home, they're gonna find it a bit more difficult. The Dogs posted the lineups there. There's currently an advert that's very orange. It's not my camera. I think it's like a KFC advert or something. It's making me look a bit Donald Trumpy, but it stopped now. Inter 11, Sommer, Bizek, Acerbi, Bastoni, Dumfries, Barella, Kalanoglu, Mkhitaryan, DiMarco, Martinez, and Thuram. Okay. Barcelona, Szczesny, Garcia, Martin, Pau, Kubasi, Martinez, Pedri, De Jong, Lamar. Did I say Lamar? Did I combine the two names? Yamal had an amazing game the first leg, so I suppose everyone's excited to see him. Dani Olmo, Rafinha, and Ferran Torres. So we're getting a look here. We're getting a look here at the players that are going to make Trent's life a effing living hell in about 3 months. So these are the guys that are going to want him, that are going to want to make Trent run back to the Premier League. Except we're not going to want him, so he can run back to Villa or Newcastle or West Ham or whoever will take him. Pixelated Suits says, yes. How you doing, Pixel? Hope you're doing good. How's the Oblivion going? I've been doing some snooping. I think you've been busy recently, but same with me. I haven't had much chance to kind of play Oblivion. I think I'm hoping to do a bit more kind of gaming within a few days, but I'm probably going to finish Resident Evil first because I killed the 4 bosses and I think I'm towards the end. But yeah, after that, hopefully get into Oblivion. Boeing says, yes, I absolutely agree with Simon. PSG playing at the Parc des Princes. Yeah. Arsenal didn't really show anything in the first leg, if I'm honest, so away from home they're going to find things more difficult. But Bagwell says, how's you? I'm good, Bagwell. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Harry's here saying, hello, how are you? I'm good, feeling better today, less jet lagged. But so I got a bit more energy today. And I think the game's a bit more exciting as well, because there's actual stakes on the line. It's not a dead rubber. Pixel says the GOAT is back. too kind. But yeah, it's good to have you here, Pixel, as always. Good to have Durwood here as well, saying let's go Barca. Yeah, I love how pretty much kind of everyone in the chat pretty much supports the same team. You know what I mean? Like there's never like, okay, I want Inter to win, or I want Arsenal to win. It's pretty consistent. It's because Diaz wasn't playing. To be fair, you might have a point. Diaz at least makes things a bit exciting, doesn't he? He at least injects a bit of energy into the game. He at least injects a bit of unpredictability. But yeah, like the performance on Sunday, it was rubbish. I didn't care too much. I think was it Harry was saying we should try and win all the games, and I was like, yeah, true. You are right about that. But I think Slot is just experimenting for a bit now. But what I hope happens is when we play Arsenal at home, there's no experimentation. We just go full strength because we need to give them a battering. The Brave number one says that Barcelona should win. I think they will win. I think they will win. I appreciate they're away from home, but I just think their attacking talent might be a bit too much for Inter. I know Inter are good defensively, but I've just got a feeling, I guess. Fish is here as always. That's Fish says hi. Hello, Fish. Hope you're good. What I noticed, Fish, is your top 10 hottest players list. It changes every game. So you gave a top 10 hottest players list last time, which was different to the one you gave the time before. So have you settled on a list, or does the hottest players list change depending on who it is? Boeing says, hello, was I early? Did you see my message 13 hours ago? I did. Yeah, I did. Typically, like I create the streams like a day before, sometimes a day before, but sometimes in the morning, so that I don't have to do it last minute. So they'll be there kind of ready. But typically the streams themselves, they'll start like 5-10 minutes before kickoff. Fish says, you'll never walk alone, you never swim alone, you'll never blub alone. I think those are your 3 permutations. Bagwell says hi. Yeah, hi Bagwell. Hope you're good. Boeing says Ronaldo Jr. is my big sister. Does Ronaldo have a daughter? I thought he only had sons, but hey ho. Fish says, what is that Swedish team called in the Conference League? The one in the Europa League is Bodo Glimt. Do you mean the Europa League who Spurs are playing? If not, I can check for you. There's Dew Gardens. Is the D silent there? So it starts with D, but I think it might be pronounced Dew Garden against Chelsea. Interesting. Boeing says, this is Boris Rogi 64, by the way. I figured that out today. I didn't figure that out on Sunday. So you know when you were chatting on Sunday, I thought, okay, this is a different person. And then when you left the message in the morning saying, oh, I'm early, I thought, oh, this is Boris from Poland, but you just changed your username. So I figured that out today. I didn't figure it out on Sunday. Match has just kicked off. Let me just set the timer. Fantastic. Yep, Fish says hi. Harry says I have as well. That's true as well. Yeah, is this about the kind of jet lag and kind of tiredness? It takes a while to go away, to be honest. Who do you want to win today? Hopefully Barcelona. I think Barcelona will give more trouble to Arsenal in the final. And I think it will make for a more exciting final. Sorry, not to Arsenal in the final, to PSG. Might have subconsciously let something slip there, but no, to whoever gets to the final. But yeah, I'd rather Barcelona win, but if Inter win, it's not the end of the world. The main ones tomorrow, PSG have to win. Fish goes with Inter, which is fair enough. Harry says, I can play in goal now because it was a pulled muscle in my rib. So 1 training session and I'm back playing. Okay, fair enough. Those ones are a bit painful in the rib area. I sometimes get those from kind of doing weights and things. And then you just be sitting there and it'll come back and it's a bit painful. But it's good to hear things are getting better. It's Barcelona just playing it back. Fish's cousin sports Man United. My brother sports Man United, so I know how you feel. Is it FC Malmo or something from Norway? Could be. I'll have to double check that one. Oh, it's Bodo Glimt Norwegian. I thought they were Swedish. I'll take your word for it that they're Norwegian. Boeing says, yeah, Poland is good. What country are you from? Any other country or England? No, just from England. So I was born in England. I did go to Czech Republic a few days ago. Is Czech Republic next to Poland? I'm just gonna check on a map. Yeah. So I did go to Prague a few days ago, which is kind of on your side of the continent. Emil Smith Rowe is a chicken, says Fish. Indeed, he is. He's a chicken. He's not a fish because there's only one fish, and that's you. It will be Barcelona versus Dembele for the final. Yeah, it will be. It will be interesting to see. It will be really interesting to see. Yamal just kind of beat his player there and got fouled. I think Kvaratskhelia from a PSG perspective can also give Barcelona trouble. Doué as well, my new favorite player who we discovered a few weeks ago. I think Doué can give Barcelona a bit of trouble. They've got Barcola as well, but I've never quite understood the fuss with Barcola. People kind of want Barcola for Liverpool, and I'm like, really? Maybe I just haven't seen enough of him. But yeah, they've got Barcola as well. PSG is just full of good players. But I think with respect to Dembele, there'll be kind of extra eyes on it because obviously he used to play for Barcelona back in the day. So yeah, excited for the final. Child of God says, may God bless you. May God bless you, child of God. Boeing agrees with Fish. Ooh, Barcelona through here. De Jong. Ooh, nice tackle by Martinez. I didn't know Martinez could tackle like that. He did a sliding tackle from behind and it was perfect. Ball's gone to Yamal though. Yamal crosses it in and it goes out. Fish says, my mom supports Crystal Palace. Interesting. So your mom supports Crystal Palace. Your cousin supports Man United. You support Liverpool. Yeah, very kind of stop-start game at the moment, but it's got the signs. It's got the signs of a good match. Fish says, "What did you say about my daughter?" Nothing. We were going over the who everyone supports. So you support Liverpool. Cousin supports Man United. Mom supports Crystal Palace. Are there any other teams? That is the question. Pixel's wondering if Durwood is watching through Paramount. And Durwood says, yes, I am. I don't like the American announcer. Fair enough. Does Paramount have like a British announcer then, or I don't know, an announcer from a different country? Ooh, long ball to Dumfries and it's gone out. Pixel says, yeah, they're terrible and they're behind too. Okay, not much incentive to watch them then. I tend to be okay with most announcers. I just can't listen to Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand just proper does my head in. Inter pressing quite high here. Gone out for a throw in though. There must be some mayhem in Fish's house, says Boris. Yeah, especially if it's say Liverpool versus Crystal Palace or Palace United. Yeah, Oh, West Ham. Okay. So there's there's a bit of a London rivalry there. Because you've got West Ham and Crystal Palace. Sack slot, never. Dumfries did very, very well in the first leg. Didn't he get 2 goals and an assist, or a goal and 2 assists? It's a pretty remarkable showing, shall we say. We are usually ahead of the stream, but Paramount is always behind. Okay. Was it Paramount the other day when I was slightly ahead and I thought, well, what is this? What is this wizardry? Because I'm never ahead. It must have been Paramount the other day then. Yamal was dribbling through there, but it just got intercepted. Pixel says, isn't your brother a United fan? He is, yeah. One brother's a United fan, the other one's an Aston Villa fan. So I'm the sole Liverpool fan, you could say. Yamal, Pedri plays it across. A lot of long balls at the moment, man. A lot of long balls. A lot of, get into the number 10 position and then whip a ball in. I'm pretty sure the last game was 2-0 already by this point. Ooh, Dumfries. Is he going to do something? He didn't. Unfortunate, though. That Dumfries is looking like a monster. Is he Dutch as well? He's Dutch as well, isn't he? Yeah. Denzel Dumfries is Dutch as well. How are Netherlands getting all these amazing right backs? They've got Dumfries, they've got Frimpong. Now I appreciate Frimpong plays more advanced for Netherlands, but even then, they've got Frimpong, they've got Gertrude. They are not short-staffed in that department by any means. Boris says, bro, this ref is Polish and refed the World Cup 2022 and 23 and 24 Champions League final and now semi-final. Wow. I'm hoping that's a positive sign then, because he must be a pretty good referee if he's getting all these gigs. If he's getting all these important matches, he should be pretty good. I mean, you can't get any worse than English referees, but even then, it's a positive sign. Yamal. Interplay back. Durwood says they breed them different in Netherlands. They clearly do. I don't know if there's something in the food or I don't know, something in the water, but yeah, they've got loads of amazing right backs. Dumfries, Frimpong, Gertrude, and probably others that we're forgetting as well. Liverpool have certainly been linked with 2 of those. So I've seen links to Frimpong today. I've also seen links to Gertrude today. I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind Frimpong. I'm slowly kind of being I'm slowly being indoctrinated into wanting Frimpong. Apparently, he's only got a 30 million release clause, and he really wants to come. And he has got quality. Granted, he's perhaps not the best kind of defender in the world, but going forward, he's amazing, and he is rapid. He is absolutely rapid. And I heard something a few years ago, I don't know if it was from a Klopp interview or something, where he basically said it's much easier to teach someone defending than it is to kind of teach someone attacking. So with that in mind, Frimpong might be I'm slowly becoming a Frimpong kind of fanboy. Ryan's here. Hello, Ryan. Hope you're doing good. Ryan says Frimpong would be the perfect fit. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's slowly kind of starting to make sense. You know, when you don't see something at first and then over time it slowly starts making sense and you're like, huh. That's what it's starting to feel like with Frimpong. I think Thuram is through here, one-on-one with the keeper. Is he going to fluff it up? He doesn't fluff it up. Keeper makes an amazing save. But Thuram was offside anyway. But yeah, Frimpong for 30 million, because he apparently has a release clause. I mean, we could do a lot worse than that. People are quite obsessed with getting like a defensive right back, but I want somebody quite attacking. For me, Liverpool are a team that are more often than not kind of on the front foot. Fish says, my girlfriend supports Doja Cat. What is that? I've heard of that, but I can't think of what that is. But you support Hansi Flick. Durwood says we're going to have the Dutch national team 2.0. I was thinking about this today, and I think you're right. Dutch captain in Van Dijk, Dutch midfielder in Gravenberch. So the spine is already kind of Dutch. Dutch attacker in Gakpo. Dutch manager in Slot. Dutch coaching staff in Sipke Hulshoff. And I think Ruben Peters might be Dutch as well. So yeah, we're literally turning into Netherlands 2.0. And similarly, if we do get Gertruder or Frimpong or one of those, that's another Dutch player. So yeah, definitely. We should definitely have an orange away kit next season. Ryan says we need an attacking right back. I'm with you 100%. Like the reason kind of I think that is because Liverpool, as we were kind of saying before, Liverpool are a team who traditionally are always on the front foot, and I don't think we need an extra kind of defensive player back there. I think Van Dijk and Kanate or Huijsen or whoever it is would be fine for 95% of the scenarios. Like, I absolutely don't want an Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Like, now that Trent's going, a lot of people are just going in the opposite direction and saying, we need a defensive right back. I'm like, why? Why do we need a defensive right back? We don't. We need somebody in a similar profile, I think, to Conor Bradley. Because otherwise, when Conor Bradley gets injured, when Conor Bradley gets injured, suddenly we have to play this defensive guy, and then suddenly things aren't going to work. I think we need. I definitely kind of 100% agree with Ryan. I want kind of someone attacking, especially because we're going to lose a lot of creativity now that kind of Trent's going. So yeah, definitely want somebody attacking. Don't want like an Aaron Wan-Bissaka type guy. Just nah. Fish says, can I riz up 2-pack if you want? It might be a bit difficult now, but maybe back in the 90s. Yeah, Gakpo's another one. Yeah, another Dutch player. Yeah, I think we'll add at least one Dutch player in the summer, which would give us pretty much half a Dutch team. Nathan Westwood says, why are you all hating on Trent? I don't understand, lol. For me, Nathan, it's because he's leaving on a free. That's pretty much the gist of it. If we went for a fee, like if we got a bit of money for him, I'd be like, okay, you know what? We get a bit of something, you get a move, and we can kind of move on. It's the fact that he's leaving on a free. And I feel like he's also kind of engineered this, because a few years back, everyone signed 5-year contracts. So everyone signed kind of 5-year contracts. Whereas Trent only signed a 4-year contract. So at the exact same time, everyone was signing 5 years. He only signed for 4 years. So he's already kind of thinking about this. And the fact that it's kind of, his boyhood club, he's been there since he was a child. For me, you need to give something back. And let's use the example of Alexis McAllister. So McAllister could have done something very, very similar at Brighton. But McAllister signed a new contract with Brighton so that they'd at least get some sort of kind of fee. And if you think about McAllister's got no like personal link to Brighton. He's from Argentina. But McAllister was still willing to do that for Brighton. But why is Trent not willing to kind of do that for Liverpool? It's just a greed thing, and I just find it quite disgusting. If 2 years ago he signed a new contract with, say, a £30 million release clause, I'd be like, you know what, fair. Let's shake hands and move on. But it's the fact that he's going for a free. And then he puts out this video, and I could only watch like 5 seconds of it. Like, I am so disappointed to be leaving. This is the hardest decision I've ever. I was like, shut up, man. It's just like plasticky, like cardboardy, non-genuine robotic talk. The whole thing's fake. The whole thing stinks. But you know what? I reckon he's gonna flop. I reckon he's gonna flop bad, because the second mistake that he makes, those fans are gonna kind of jump on him, and I don't think he's got the mental strength to kind of cope with that. So I reckon he'll be at Villa or Newcastle or something in a few years. Fish says you hate tough. Yeah, we will be doing Trent hate-alongs next season. We will 100% be doing that. Daniel Munoz, no bias. I've heard his name kind of cropping up a fair bit as well. Daniel Munoz. I haven't seen too much of him personally, but kind of his name keeps cropping up. And we did say that Pixel was going to be the scout for Liverpool with respect to Colombian players. So yeah, I'm gonna need to kind of do some research on him. Yeah, Boeing says it there. Come on, Trent left his left his club for glory. He's played out for 21 years and leaves his boyhood club. Yeah. There's that, and the fact that he's going for free, which kind of irks me. If we got kind of some sort of fee for him, I'd be like, you know what, let's move on. Ryan says, I hate Trent. Yeah, I'm with you. I wonder what's going to happen to his mural. You know, his mural, which is on one of those walls outside Anfield. It's definitely going to get painted over, but who's going to be on the new mural? You know, the mural that says, I'm just a local lad whose dream came true. Who should we put on it? I say let's put Endo on it and say, I'm just a local lad from... Where's he from? I know he's Japanese. I'm just a local lad from Yokohama whose dream came true. And let's stick Endo on it. That's what I say. Oh, they've scored. They've scored whilst I was Googling where Endo was from. But it's Lautaro Martinez. Barcelona are down. I just looked up and saw the ball like flying into the net. So I'll update the score. I've got a little aggregate score as well. Inter get the ball in midfield. I think that was perhaps Olmo that lost the ball. Played across from Thuram. Empty net for Martinez. Fair play. Was that Chanaloglu who did the pressing? Because that was quite impressive. Durwood says, if anyone else remember when Van Dijk hugged Dumfries when Liverpool scored like 2 or 3 seasons ago during Champions League. Yeah, I remember that, and I think there were kind of rumours about Dumfries at the time as well. Yeah, they've got so many amazing right backs. They kind of spoil for choice. Back in the day, people used to say, "Oh, England have the best right backs because we've got Kyle Walker, we've got Trent, we've got Reece James, and we've got Wan-Bissaka." But if we go over those four now, Trent dead to me, don't care. Reece James actually dead because he's in a hospital most of the time. Kyle Walker kind of passed it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka never quite reached his potential, I think. So yeah, there's definitely an argument as well that Netherlands have the best kind of right backs now. Boeing says if at the stadium right now it's vibrant. Yeah, they've got some pretty heavy lighting in the San Siro. Pixel says he's got the same GA as Trent in the same amount of games. Is that Munoz? What league does he play in, Munoz? Is there any concern that the league could be affecting those numbers, or is there like a I think he might be playing in Premier League, but yeah, I'd have to double check. I can't wait till we beat him in the group stages next season. Yeah, I can't wait for that, and I can't wait for him to get booed and jeered every time he touches the ball. Like the atmosphere, I don't think he's going to be able to cope with, and then he'll make a mistake, and then he can try crying to Madrid, but they're going to tell him to do one. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to us kind of battering them. Luis Diaz will give him a tough time on the wing next season, and these Barcelona wingers, I appreciate they're behind here, but Rafinha and so forth will also give him a tough time. Fish's top 10 hottest footballers list, which changes every single time. Fish is putting himself in number 1 position, and then he's putting Fish himself in third person in number 2 position. 3 is Lewandowski. 4 is Delune. Who the hell is Delune? Do you mean De Bruyne? 5 is Hansi Flick. He's not a footballer, but I'll let you have it. 6 is Eze. Fish is also position 7 and 8. I'm position 9. I was position 6 on the first one you did. So I don't know why I've gone down the rankings. Like, did you prefer it when I had more hair or something? 10's Fabianski, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Trent's definitely kind of getting destroyed next season. We will be doing hate-alongs. We'll be here. We will call out every mistake that he makes until we're over it. But I don't know how long that will be. Maybe McAllister. Yeah. I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, put Bradley on it, 100%. I kind of don't want to see Trent in the squad at all for the rest of the season. I can't wait for PSG versus Barcelona. It's going to be a crazy match. It is. It's gonna be a pretty amazing final. I appreciate Barcelona are behind here, but I think there's a lot of time for them to come back. I don't know how you guys feel, but as a neutral, that final is one that I'm quite excited about, like more so than like finals of the past years, if you know what I mean. Goal into Milan, oh my god, come on. Yeah, it was a nice goal. I think it was Chanaloglu who did the pressing, and then he passed it to Thuram squared it to Martinez empty net. Yeah, that was it. Munoz, he's at Palace. I'm gonna do some specific research on him. See what I come up with, because if you're recommending him, then he's got to be quite good. Fish says, "No, I want you to flash your eyes on your phone." I'm not on my phone. I'm on a desktop with 4 windows open, and I have a laptop over there. Harry says, "Have you heard about Eddie Hall?" What specifically about Eddie Hall? Like I saw like a clip today where he's like chasing people and saying, I'm gonna I'm gonna rip your head off or something. Is it that thing? And then I read the comments and they were like, it's people camping outside his house, and so he got annoyed at them. But yeah, I didn't really properly see it. Or are you referring to the Pujanowski fight, which was last week? Derwood says Rafinha is a different player since he's been at Barcelona. Definitely a few steps up from Leeds. Yeah, he was good. He was good at Leeds, but I think when he went to Barcelona, nobody really batted too many eyelids to say, okay, this guy's gonna be amazing. Like we could say maybe he was like a 7 out of 10 at Leeds, and then I don't know how you felt, but at the time I said, okay, he's a 7 out of 10 at Leeds. He's probably going to be a 7 out of 10 at Barcelona. He might play a bit. He might be on the bench a bit. But he's definitely exceeded that 7 out of 10. He's been more in the kind of 9 out of 10 category at Barcelona. And I think we see that sometimes when kind of good players go and play in a better team. Sometimes they step up. The example that kind of comes to mind back in the day was Dwight York. So Dwight York was quite decent at Man United. So it was quite decent at Aston Villa, but as soon as he went to Man United with better players, he looked even better. Sonny says, if Barcelona doesn't win, they won't win for another 10 years. This is the best chance. Yeah, let's hope Barcelona do then. Is there a reason you think that? Because I think you got a good squad, Barcelona. Or do you think this is just the best opportunity, so they need to take advantage of it? I'd say the same probably applies to Arsenal to a certain degree. But I think there's a lot of time. There's a lot of time in this game yet. Boeing says I'm time reader. What's that? I thought you might be referring to the clock that I have, but it's correct. Harry says, yeah, okay. So here's the insight. People were outside his house for like a few hours, revving their engines, beeping their horns at like 9:30, and he was in his garden with his son, and his younger kids just got put in bed. All right, why were people doing that then? Like, why are people bothering him? Like, I understand if you don't like him. Like, many people don't like him, and I can't say I'm particularly fond of him. I'm more of a Thor guy than an Eddie guy. But even then, people are kind of taking the mick there. It's like, don't disturb kind of people at their house, especially when they got young kids. Like, okay, so you said they wanted a photo. That seems like a really great, a really fantastic way of getting a photo. Let's go to his house. Let's piss him off. Let's wake up his kids, and yeah, hopefully we get a photo. I understand now. I understand why he was so annoyed. It's pretty ridiculous. People got no respect these days. And I'm even saying that as someone who doesn't really like Eddie Hall. I find him quite annoying. I definitely prefer. I'm definitely kind of more on the Thor side of the whole Thor and Eddie thing. But but irrespective of that, yeah, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? Because it was their cousin's birthday, so it was the cousin's birthday of the person revving the engine. So they said, let's go annoy Eddie Hall and hopefully get a photo. It's a bit bizarre what goes through people's minds sometimes. Sergei Milinkovic Savage, yeah. Was that the other day when I kept saying Savage and it sounded like Savage? Yeah. Oh, okay, still 1-0. Still 1-0. Not quite as free flowing as the game last week, but plenty of time yet. Throw into Inter. Nothing much happened there. Now it's thrown to Barcelona now. Mkhitaryan in the left back position. There's a good pass to Bastoni. What's Bastoni doing? Bastoni shouldn't be that high up the pitch. And then that's the danger now. But if Barcelona counter now, he's nowhere to be seen. But Olmo gets fouled. Goes to Yamal. Oh, Yamal just effortlessly just beats DeMarco there. Crossed in by Garcia. That's a good cross. Oh, what happened there? I think Ferran Torres kind of miskicked the ball a bit. Oh no, it came off. Bisek's backside. That should be a corner, surely, as far as I can see. Sunny says, so another corner taken quickly, incoming, or Visca Barca, Visca Catalunya. Let's wait and see what happens. I think Barcelona are they are coming back into this game. I'd say they've definitely been on top in the last 5 minutes. De Jong's got the ball now. De Jong's very deep. Goes to Yamal. Yamal gets fouled. Played back to Szczesny. Good defending by Rafinha. Throw in taken, goes to Martinez. Intercepted by Barcelona. This is a good opportunity. Dani Olmo, if you play it to Yamal, he does play it to Yamal. Yamal kind of crosses it, but Torres doesn't get to it. But it's kind of, as we were saying, Barcelona have been on top in the last 5 minutes. That was perhaps their best opportunity. Rafinha kind of pressed Lautaro, got the ball back, fell to Olmo. Olmo to Yamal. Yamal kind of decided to play across the goal instead of shooting, and yeah, didn't quite work out. Kalanoglu's been booked. Goal kick for Inter. Keeper's pushing all the Inter players up, which is probably the right thing to do. Goes to Barella, takes a shot. Fish says, K, I love Oriol Romeu. He loves you also. How do I know that? Because he told me 2 days ago. He didn't tell me yesterday. He told me 2 days ago. He told me to pass that on to you as well. Oh my God! What a volley! Just goes wide. Mkhitaryan. I didn't know Mkhitaryan could do that. He wasn't far off from scoring there, to be honest. Interplay it back. Throw in. Lots of throw-ins this game. Sunny says, whoever scores the second goal will decide the match. If Inter score, GG. If Barca score, we're alive and kicking. Yeah. So you think if Inter get a second, then it's probably too much of a deficit. You might be right. I think even if Inter get one more, I still think with the attacking talent you've got, there's still a way in. But yeah, if Inter get two more, then it's gonna be tough. But yeah, we want. I definitely kind of want Barcelona to get the next goal, and it looks like they will because they've been clearly on the ascendancy. Yamal, oh my God, he just guy easily like dribbles past everyone. He then arguably gets fouled in the box. That should be some sort of penalty check, surely. How do Barcelona just keep getting these amazing players in the right wing position? Inter countering, nice Dumfries. Dumfries from Netherlands, where they breed different kinds of right backs. To be fair, he is playing as more of a wing back in this game. But even then, yeah, they're just showing the replay here. Surely that's a penalty. Is that not a penalty on Yamal? I swear Bastoni just completely hacked him over. Kalanoglu just took a shot from inside the box. Should have been 2-0 and somehow missed the target. Somehow I didn't even get it on the target. Sonny says, into defense, won't allow to give away their 2-goal lead. Yeah, they have. I appreciate they did concede 3 in the first leg, but you think now that they're at home, it should hopefully make their defense a bit more resolute. But yeah, still 1-0 on the night, 4-3 overall. Mkhitaryan again. Ooh, nice pass to Martinez. Martinez is through. He ain't going to do nothing. He gets hacked down. It's hard to tell if that's a penalty or not because it's just moving so quickly. But the Polish referee says, nah. Pedri to Rafinha. Why are you stopping the game, ref? Oh, it's because Martinez is lying on the floor like he's been shot. It was a pretty rough tackle. They're showing the replay now. Oh, they're checking the VAR. They're checking the VAR. That that tackle looked better than the one on Yamal. The tackle on Yamal by Bastoni, I think. I thought that was a clear penalty. That one, I thought, you see him given, you see him not given. Like, he kind of got the ball and he got the player, Kubasi on Martinez there. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this. If they give this as a penalty, this could seriously change the game. Oh, he's checking the monitor. He's checking the monitor and the Inter players are celebrating. Oh, you know what? Kubasi did kind of get Martinez's foot a little bit there. Penalty given. This might be 2-0, Sonny. They might be getting a second goal. Hansi Flick is furious. The inevitable kind of arguments back and forth whenever a penalty is given. Çalhanoğlu, or Çalhanoğlu even, is holding on to the ball. Looks like he's going to be taking it. Stamping on the spot. Short run up. Is that the best idea? A short run up? Takes penalty. Ooh, nice penalty. Nice penalty. Straight into the bottom right hand corner. Sent the keeper the wrong way. 2-0 on the night now. Gonna leave this comment up there. Whoever scores the second goal will decide the match. So Inter may have decided the match here. I still think Barcelona can come back into this, to be honest. So let's change the score. Change the score. I mean, putting aggregate scores on the screen always seems like a good idea until I have to update things twice. Shocked faces from Pixel. Shocked faces indeed. I didn't see this coming. Did not see this coming. I still think I still think Barcelona can come back into this. Fish is sleeping. Why are you sleeping, Fish? It's only 8:46 here. What's the time in Poland? Poland time. Okay, it's 9:46. It's 9:45. I think that's fair. Durwood misses Ter Stegen. Yeah, Ter Stegen perhaps would have done better with that penalty, I think. I kind of feel bad for Ter Stegen in some ways. Kind of top quality keeper, but there were just kind of so many other top quality keepers around when he was playing that he perhaps didn't quite get the appreciation that he deserved. But yeah, Ter Stegen is clearly levels above this Arsenal reject. Why is Acerbi mad? Says Pixel. I'm not sure. What's he crying about? They're 2-0 up. He seems like the type of person who's always mad and always complaining. It's probably just one of those. What the Celtic says, no, what's happening? Bombadillo, Crocodilo is chasing me. Well, what's happening is Inter are 2-0 up and 5-3 up on aggregate. Barcelona have threatened, but have had no like super clear-cut chances. So if this continues, then it's gonna be Inter versus PSG in the final, not Arsenal, because we don't mention Arsenal because they're not gonna win tomorrow. But I still think that I still got a feeling this is not over. But Sonny disagrees. Sonny says a GG to Inter. There is no way Barcelona can come back at Inter's home ground, because now they'll just have to be compact till 75 minutes and then just park the bus. Yeah, I'd say it's unlikely. But I think it's still possible. Kind of as I was saying before, if Inter go 3 up, then it's tough. But I think with the attacking talent you've got, it's always kind of possible. What the Celtics says, now Mick Jagger has joined Bombadillo Crocodilo. Hope Lewandowski is on at half time, says Durwood. Oh, is he on? Why is he not playing? Was he injured or something? But yeah, I mean, if you got Lewandowski on the pitch, on the pitch with a P, if you can get him on the pitch. Oh, it's because I combined the words pitch and bench. That's what happened there. I was trying to say is if you've got him on the bench, let's use him. I think he must have been injured or something. I didn't properly see the last game because of obvious reasons. Yeah, he missed the first leg. Lewandowski has scored 40 goals for Barcelona this season. Lewandowski on the bench is crazy, says Ryan. It is crazy. I presume he was injured. And I presume they kind of put him on the bench in terms of having like an emergency kind of option. What do they call it? Like a Hail Mary. So he's perhaps their Hail Mary to say, look, if we're getting battered, we'll bring him on. So this is perhaps the opportunity to bring him on. Okay, he was injured first game back, so this is his first game back, it seems. Yeah. Well, then if he does come on, which is probably what's going to happen, it will be interesting to see how fit he is. I presume he'd kind of come on for Ferran Torres, who's done absolutely nothing. What the Celtics is bye everyone. I have to worship Mick Jagger. Fair enough. Time to hear you love is my drug 8-bit and watch the old pictures of the previous seasons. Not quite yet. If you get to 70 minutes and they're still 2-0 up or 2 goals up, then yeah. I got faith in this team. Sonny says, isn't Lewandowski injured? It seems like he was injured, but this is his first game back. So he's the secret weapon on the bench by the looks of it. Him, Rafinha, and Lamal are a force in the front. They are. They've been pretty amazing kind of this season, and I think with kind of Ferran Torres, it's not kind of the same. Torres doesn't look anywhere near as threatening. Torres is nowhere near as good as finisher. I'm struggling to see kind of what Torres does better. So yeah, perhaps they give Torres another 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, they perhaps need to get Lewandowski on the pitch. And I think just kind of having Lewandowski there, considering who he is, will probably put some fear into kind of Bastoni and the Inter defenders. Lewandowski did score 5 goals in 9 minutes. We need that miracle, yeah. Or you need half of that miracle. You take half of that. You take 2.5 goals, and then you're 5.5 up. This Champions League has been a wild watch. It has been a wild watch. It's been a extremely exciting Champions League, especially in kind of comparison to previous years, which have been a bit rubbish. But yeah, no, this has been good. This has been really, really good. Excited for the second half. So my stream is just kind of showing me KFC and that kind of nonsense. That's why my face kind of keeps going orange. Ferran has been playing pretty good these past few games. He's just having a poor game today. Okay, maybe this is perhaps this is just a kind of, I don't want to say one-off. Perhaps it's the occasion. Perhaps it's the enormity of the occasion, which could be getting to him. And I think even if Ferran Torres is a decent to good forward, I still think Lewandowski is pretty much one of, if not the best strikers in the world. Because who do we have from a international perspective? There's Haaland, there's Isak, Lewandowski, maybe Alvarez. So Lewandowski is definitely in that top bracket. So yeah, he'll definitely come on. I think he'll definitely come on. Because if he's not fit, then why put him on the bench? I want Barcelona to lose so Salah has a chance for Ballon d'Or. I didn't think about it that way, but that's probably it's probably a good way of thinking about it. Because if Ballon d'Or does seem to be one of those competitions that's kind of Spanish favoured from the two main clubs with respect to Barcelona and Real Madrid. And if it's not one of those Spanish players like Rodri, so I guess that would be a benefit. That'd be a benefit to Inter winning. I think unfortunately just Salah just doesn't seem to have the PR. If he was English, then yeah, he would. If he was Spanish, he would. If he was Brazilian, he would. But yeah, I'd love Salah to win the Ballon d'Or. Is that Lautaro Martinez? Lautaro Martinez for me was always the kind of level below. I don't know if that's controversial. But he's got a goal today, which is more than we can say for some people today. More than we can say for Yamal, who hasn't scored today. Flick may wait for later in the game to bring him on, since they're so close to... yes. I forgot about that, but that's a good point, yeah. So we're saying that he doesn't want to bring Lewandowski on too early to scupper his chances in La Liga. What's the La Liga table looking like? Okay, Barcelona are in first position, 4 points ahead. 34 games played. Yeah, you could be right. Sunny says, some people criticize this new structure of Champions League. What are your thoughts? I guess it turned out good, just that there may be too many games in the season. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. It's tough. It's tough to kind of form a conclusion off of 1 year. I know we won the group, so I can say, yeah, this is amazing, because Liverpool did really well. It's tough to it's tough to kind of definitively form a conclusion, I think, based on just the one, just on it happening once, if you know what I mean, because we haven't seen the permutations or the instances where it's shit. You know what I mean? Because it still feels like we're trying a new recipe, and I'm like, okay, I've eaten it a few times, but I don't know if I like it yet, if I prefer the old one. I think it's something we can perhaps kind of revisit later, at the very least after one more campaign, and then kind of see. I do agree with you. I think there's perhaps too many games. on the one hand. So that's perhaps the downside. There are too many games. It puts more pressure on the players, makes the players more likely to kind of get injured and so forth. But on the other hand, we do kind of see more exciting games. So yeah, let's keep an eye on it. Dembele has more of a chance than Salah. What has he won besides the Premier League? Yeah, I guess people would kind of point to the kind of GA and kind of that sort of thing. They'd perhaps put the Premier League above the kind of French league as well, kind of that sort of thing. But yeah, I definitely kind of personally want to see Salah win it. Not that I'm biased or anything. Not that I'm biased. Not that I'm biased. Yeah. Ryan says it's tough to judge for now. Need a couple more years. Yeah, I think after a couple more years, we'll kind of see how the new format does work, how the new format does not work, and then we can kind of make our minds up from there. But yeah, I'm just gonna grab a drink because my mouth's getting a bit dry. But yeah, I'll just be back in 2 seconds. I'm just gonna get something to drink. Ryan says, Prem is so much clearer than the Farmers League PSG is in. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons I'd kind of favor giving it to Salah over like over a Dembele. and kind of those types of guys. Unfortunately, I feel like Dembele's got better PR. He's got better. I don't know. I don't know if reputation is the kind of correct word, but he does seem to kind of have better PR. I don't know if he. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's because he sounds a bit more exotic, like, Dembele versus Salah. But yeah, I'd favor giving it to Salah, given his exploits in the Premier League this year. Given that he's pretty much, I wouldn't say totally, but pretty much single-handedly taken Liverpool to a title. I appreciate Gravenberch has played a role in that, significant role. I appreciate McAllister has as well. But I think what Salah's done, Salah's had a generational season this year for me. And he's a lot older as well, and I'd give that a benefit to him as well. That like an older player's performing like this year. So yeah, he'd be my choice, but I'm a bit biased. I would rather choose a Champions League than a league. You can always win the league. Yeah, I guess it's different for different teams. I think Liverpool kind of favour the league more because they haven't won the league as much, whereas like Man City would perhaps favour the Champions League more because they've only won that once. Sunny says, why is your clock at 58 mins? And Dawood says, timer lol. That's a very good point. It's because I always forget to kind of pause it. Then I have to reset it back to 45. There we go. Players are just coming out now, so I'll restart this soon. Torres is still on the pitch though. So no Lewandowski yet. I think as Durwood was saying earlier, they do still have responsibilities within the league, so Flick has perhaps got one eye on that. I've just got my finger over the start timer button. That's Come on, referee, blow the whistle, please, so I can get to these comments. There we go. So I've pressed the start button. Ryan says, don't get me wrong, he's been class, but my nan could be good in the PSG team. My nan could also be good in the PSG team, and she died 20 years ago. So, yeah, I think PSG, they pretty much dominate their league. I was like, damn, it's 58 minutes and Barcelona. Oh, right, I was getting you a bit anxious to say, we expect Barcelona to score quickly, and it's been 58 minutes and they still haven't. Yeah, it's just my fault. I forgot to stop the timer. Barcelona attacking from right to left now. Don't see any subs, so things are as they were. Barcelona cross it. Ball gets cleared. Yeah. Ball goes to Yamal. Yamal beats a player. Yamal crosses it in. Nah. Free kick to Inter. Bastoni and his mullet are standing over the ball. Bastoni and his mullet play it back to the keeper. Barcelona get the ball back though. Dani Olmo. Cleared. Goes back to De Jong. Ooh, De Jong gets dispossessed by Thuram. Inter got an opportunity to counter here. Thuram doing step overs. Why is Thuram doing step overs? It goes to Martinez though. Nothing happened. Cleared by Inter. Sonny says, for me, it has to be Dembele. And I know, make fun of the league, but it's still one of the premium leagues. And don't forget, in the last 5 years, a Bundesliga, PSG, and a French player has won it. Yeah, I think Dembele has got good PR, and he is a good player, and he is having a good season. And I think if Dembele is to win the Champions League, I think it would then strengthen the argument. But I think the flip side is, I think the season that Salah had was pretty amazing. I mean, we can kind of make points. Oh, Yamal kind of dives there, if I'm honest. Bundesliga, I mean, everyone thought it was Lewandowski 2020 Ballon d'Or. Yeah. To be honest, there's compelling points for both of them. We could kind of list out all the compelling points for Salah. We could list out all the compelling points for Dembele, and we would be here like all day. You know what I mean? For me personally, I'd give it to Salah based on the season that he had. But if PSG were to win the Champions League and then Dembele gets it, I'd understand it to a certain degree. I wouldn't agree with it, but I'd understand it. I'd understand it over, I don't know, a Cherby getting it. I'd be like, what's a Cherby done to get it? Like, I'd see the logic behind it, even if I disagree with it. Thuram gets fouled. There's a booking coming out for, is that Martinez? It didn't look that, yeah. It didn't look that bad. Perhaps it was because he was the last person. Okay, maybe it was a bad tackle. Sometimes when they slow it down, stuff just looks a lot worse. Crossed in. Oh, is that a goal? Or was he offside? There's no celebration. I presume the player there, yeah. He's not a mile offside. He's about 10 miles offside. Good free kick, to be fair, but just went far too early. 61% possession for Barcelona, though. That's got to count for something, right? Yamal. Martin. Back to Rafinha. Inter's like defensive shape is just so hard to get through. They just got so many players back and they're so compact. There's very little space for Barcelona to kind of Barcelona to attack, and right there, Yamal gives the ball away. If Henri didn't get the Ballon d'Or for 03 with a high PR, then we go to Snake Pele. Fair enough. Who got it in 03? I don't even remember that far back. I was still in school. No, it doesn't count, especially when you're losing. I thought, hey, it might count for something. Having more possession, you know. Did they not reward us with something for that? But unfortunately not, it seems. Here's Martin though. Might get a nice cross in. Crossed in. Ooh, it's a goal. That one counts for something though. Does the goal count for something? I presume that one does. Was it Eric? Eric Garcia, was it there? What a volley. At least score one goal, then we can see what happens. Did you type that before they just scored a goal? Because Eric Garcia has just smacked it top corner. This is what we were saying, man. That's what we were saying. I think you'll get back into it. Even if Inter get two. I just think you got too much about you. And additionally, you got a Polish secret weapon on the bench. Durwood says, game on, yeah. So apparently the 61 possession does not count for anything, but a goal into the top corner does. Yeah. This is I was gonna it's really good that this has happened, because I think this will kind of rejuvenate the game a little bit. Barcelona are gonna really go for it now. So we're in for an entertaining final half. Let me just change the score. See, I do remember things sometimes. Not all the time. Fuck, I fucking updated the wrong thing. 2-1. 5-4. We've had 9 goals. We've had 9 goals in this game. We've been spoiled. Nedved, Pavel Nedved won it in 03. Give them the possession of the year award. Yeah. Inter, I think, Barella took a shot there, but it was saved. Then changed the scoreline. Yeah, thankfully I remembered. Sometimes I have to be reminded. I remembered, but a bit late. But better late than never. Better late than never. Cross to Inter though. Inter got a corner here. Nothing much happened. Barcelona countering now. Inter committed all their defenders up like idiots. Barcelona should really score from this. Goes to Martin. He's like, oh my, they're going to score. How did he save that? How did someone save that? The guy had the tap in. But he smacked it right in the middle of the goal. Oh, that should have been a goal. That surely should have been a goal. What are we watching here, man? I didn't see who took the shot, but that looked like a... So Inter had the corner. They committed too many people forward for the corner. Barcelona countered. Went to Martin. Martin running down the left. 3 versus 1 here. Goes to Pedri. They cut off the replay because Barcelona had another chance. Martin with the cross. Ooh, good. Barcelona are threatening. Barcelona are battering that goal. Ball goes out. Oh, it was Garcia again. How does Garcia miss that? Like he needs to put that anywhere slightly to the left or anywhere slightly to the right. Jan Sama was diving into the middle of the goal and Garcia shot it right into the middle of the goal. So the little tiny gap where Sama was, that's exactly where he shot it. Sama is fast on his feet. Yeah. The way he kind of covered that ground was pretty remarkable. It was a good save. I mean, we can blame Garcia to a certain degree, but on the other hand, it was well played by Sommer, I think. Yamal through here again. That's a foul. Sonny says, "Man, I'm done. There is no card." There might be, because I think you might be coming into this. I think you might be coming into this. Ever since you've got that goal, you found like a new lease of life, and since then you've just been kind of battering their goal. Something else is gonna happen in the next 5 minutes. Where is Tapinaldo when you need him? Garcia, don't do this, man. Yeah, should have recruited Tapinaldo from Saudi just for this game. Poor free kick by Rafinha. Yeah, if Garcia shoots that anywhere to the right, anywhere to the left, that's going in. You would have bet your house on him scoring that. Oh, but that's a goal there. Is that a goal by Olmo? What were we saying? What were we saying that you're gonna come back into this, right? And I'm gonna update the score. Did we or did we not say you're gonna come back into this? You are a threatening team. Martin with the cross. Danny Olmo a mile onside. Header into the roof of the net, showing Garcia how it's done. Don't be the Dembele of this season like 2019. Well, thankfully, it's all square now. It's all square. Durwood says, yes, 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 indeed. Let's see if they can get a third now. Rafinha's through here. Inter's heads have gone. Rafinha to Danny Olmo. Olmo should take a shot. He slipped. Kind of slipped and then the ball went over. Sonny says, get your drugs out. It's party time. So let's see the difference that 3 minutes makes. So this is 3 minutes ago. Man, I'm done. There is no God. 3 minutes later, get your drugs out. It's party time. We have Danny Olmo to thank for that. Barcelona need to perhaps go for the jugular here. Inter look kind of rattled. Sonny says, God is with us and please stay with us. He looks like he's still with you at the moment because you're still on top. You've still got Inter kind of penned back. Yamal to Pedri. Martin. Another cross in. That Martin's crosses with his left foot pretty good, you know. He causes issues whenever he puts a ball in. He causes issues. De Jong. De Jong's been playing a bit deeper, but he's been doing well in a slightly deeper role. Yamal fouled. Yamal's gonna get the winner. I know that's not the most controversial of predictions, or perhaps not the most unsurprising, but even then. Poor pass by De Jong though, intercepted by Inter. Sonny says, you can't blame me for being a realist. I saw with my own eyes a 3-0 lead, then corner taken quickly, and then all the horrors with PSG last season, and let's not speak about the 8-2. So just win, no delusion. No, I hear ya. I get where you're coming from. We were on the other end of the corner taken quickly, so that's perhaps why we're a bit more optimistic, because we were on the other side. So we were like, yeah, if we've come back from 3 down, then Barcelona can come back from 2 down. Oh, Rafinha's through here. What are Inter doing? Rafinha to Dani Olmo. Oh God, Torres just fell over. This Torres guy's useless. Like I at the specific opportunity, he needed him to kick the ball in the net. Just falls over. Get Lewandowski on, man. Barcelona playing it back. Kubasi back to Szczesny. Martinez playing next to Martin. That's not going to get confusing, is it? De Jong. Again, Inter look rattled, man. Inter look rattled. They're getting into a good defensive shape, but they don't it doesn't feel like they have the confidence in that defensive shape. Yamal again just kind of beats his man. Yamal versus Bastoni. Yamal gets a cross in. Yeah. How does Yamal just beat a player every single time? He needs to be studied. Pedri. Yamal outside of the foot. Defended by Inter. Torres, I love you, man. Just score and I will let you live. I don't think he's going to live then. I don't think he's going to score. He just again, he had a tap in. And he just fell over. Looks like Inter might be making a sub. I think it might be Damian coming on. Bring the Polish Lewandowski in, please. Flick. Don't be Arteta. Yeah, thankfully Flick is not Arteta. Arteta is a sole criminal or on his own. Flick. Ooh. Pass by Olmo, just got intercepted. Ball falls to Yamal. That's surely a penalty. It's a penalty. I think it's a penalty. The comeback might be complete soon. Can I just say that I predicted this? That's not a penalty. He was outside the box. Yeah, VAR gave that as a free kick, but not a penalty because he looked like he was outside the box there. I mean, Yamal was blessed by the god of dribbling past himself. So yeah, true, very true. To whom penalty? At Barcelona. So Yamal was through on goal. Mkhitaryan dived in. Yamal fell over, kind of into the box. Like I thought, everyone thought it was a penalty, but the ref is doing this. I think the ref is saying, yeah. Man, you gave me hope and I hate you. To be fair, everyone thought it was a penalty. And then when they did the VAR check, he was just outside the box. So it's a free kick, like pretty much right on the line. This free kick is still in a dangerous position. Rafinha standing over the ball by himself. Oh, why did he go short? They played it short. Ball went to Yamal. Yamal hit it straight into an Inter player. Yeah, nothing happened. That was like the perfect. That was the perfect opportunity, the perfect placement to take a shot, but they didn't. Martinez is coming off stinker and hooked. Sonny says, come on, Barca, be my knight and save me from the horrors of football, or else the chair and the rope looks beautiful today. I still got a feeling that they will spare you from the chair and the rope. I think it will be a positive result. Bastoni's like one of the best defenders in the world, and he plays like he's scared of Yamal. Crazy, man. Yeah, so Damian's on for Bisek. Augusto came on earlier for DeMarco. Taremi's on for Martinez. Tilo Marian has posted some microscopes, I think. I don't know why, but okay. I think it's like a microscope. And a hieroglyphic of some sort. Dani Olmo taking a corner. Corner taken short to Yamal. Barcelona's tactic at the moment is just pass the ball to Yamal. Yamal's got the ball, number 10 position. Yamal's passing's not been on it today. Sonny says, "Can you quickly tell me who are the names on the score sheet today?" Yeah. So Martinez and Kalinoglu scored for Inter, where Kalinoglu's goal was a penalty. Then Eric Garcia and Dani Olmo scored for Barcelona. Oh, Dani Olmo. Good defending by Dumfries. Inter still look quite desperate, to be honest. Almost as if they're playing for penalties. But Barcelona are playing like they actually want to win the game. Maybe it's because Barcelona are away. I don't know. But Kubasi plays it back to Sommer. Is Lewandowski still on the bench or is he warming up? Still on the bench as far as I see. No warm up or anything like that so far. But maybe soon. Barca be like F penalties. We get this right now. Yeah, they're playing like they're trying to win the game. To be fair, Araujo's coming on now for Martinez. Barcelona either are winning by a lot or the comeback kid this season. Yeah, they're finding ways to win, whether it's a convincing win or a comeback. But I guess they're happy to win at the end of the day. I think if they do successfully complete the comeback here, it might give them a bit of a psychological advantage for the final. Martin to Torres, Dani Olmo. Yamal, oh my god, kind of cut back, had about that much space and somehow got so much power onto that shot. That was amazing. How he barely had any kind of backlift on his foot. But still managed to get a significant amount of power on. It's a corner now for Dani Olmo. Takes a corner. Defended. A win is a win, says Durwood. You're right about that. Doesn't matter if it's a convincing win or a tight win or a comeback. A win is all that matters. Yamal again beating Mkhitaryan, dancing around in the box. Goes for a shot, but it's kind of saved by Sommer. I don't know if it's a mental thing whenever defenders see Yamal, but I don't know how he kind of manages to get past them every single time. It's pretty crazy. Martin, low cross. Probably the wrong decision there. It goes out for a throw-in. Barca is the team to come to mind when he hears the term remontada. It's the Barcelona DNA. And also getting comebacks on them like Roma, Liverpool. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Inter making some changes now. Piotr Zielinski is coming on. Kalanoglu's coming off. Frattesi as well. Inter have no subs remaining. And we're just approaching 79 minutes. I don't know if they get one extra for the extra time, if that's still a thing. Do you see extra time or even penalties on the horizon? It's certainly possible. I think so. I think Barcelona have slowed down a tad. So the inevitable penalties could end up happening here. Yamal plays it back, plays it across. Goes to Martin on the left. Ooh. Ball goes out. The game has slowed down a bit the past few minutes, I think. Come on, Lautaro. We need your World Cup, your 2022 World Cup version, who has done nothing in that tournament. Yeah, thankfully, I think he's off. I think he's been taken off, to be fair. Yeah, he got taken off for Taremi. Please disappoint me like you did in the World Cup. Yeah, he's well, he disappointed his manager. His manager took him off. Goes to Dumfries. Dumfries, a really good cross to... Who's the number 16 there? Fermin Lopez. Zielinski. Barcelona making a sub by the looks of it. Dani Olmo coming off. Yeah, Lopez is coming on for Barcelona. If it goes to penalties, how do you choose which side to choose? Like one side is Inter and the other side is Barcelona. As in on the pitch, normally they flip a coin, right? Heads or tails, and then if you win, then you get to choose. This is a good opportunity for Barcelona if they can just beat the press. They can't. Ball over the top by Inter. Stuffed out. Goes back to Szczesny. Yamal backheels it back to Garcia. Plays it to Frankie de Jong. Pedri loses the ball. Pedri decides to play backheel it. And loses the ball in the process. Barcelona still attacking though. It's just repeated kind of instances of Barcelona attacks at the moment. Inter defending deep. I think Inter are trying to play counter attack. Dumfries to Thuram though. Thuram might be through. Ooh, good tackle. Darmian just kicked Lopez in the neck, but I think it was an accident, to be fair. Besides the BS chance, what's Garcia's performance like? Are you missing Koundé? I mean, he's been okay. He did score. He did score the first goal, and then he missed the chance. I mean, okay. No, nothing. Nothing too extraordinary, if I'm honest. He hasn't done too badly. He hasn't done too badly to the point where you could say Koundé's being missed. Yamal. Barcelona play out wide. Again, Torres loses the ball. Torres is rubbish. Torres backheels it. Goes to no one. Inter almost score. Fish says hi. Fish has woken up from his sleep. Barcelona attacking again. Yamal. Oh, Rafinha takes a shot, but again, Rafinha scored. It's 3-2. Not Inter scores. Barcelona just scored. The comeback has been completed. I don't want to say we told you so. Double check. Yeah, he's a mile onside there. He's a mile onside. He took a shot with his left foot. straight at the keeper, but then just smacked the deflection in with his right foot. 5-6. Comeback complete. Derwood says, yes! Rafinha, yeah. If they win this now, I think this might give them the belief to go all the way. It was an offside. It didn't look offside to me. It looked. There was a player in the middle. I don't know if it was Darmian or someone, but I think he was being played onside. Yeah, 13 goals in 14 matches now for Rafinha. I mean, I think Barcelona deserve to win this. They've been attacking, they've been trying, they've been, giving it their all. Inter have just been sitting back. And it's especially kind of funny considering Inter are at home. Park Ji-sung. Have you heard of Luke Did That? Luke Did That? No. What's that? Oh, Inter through. Saved by Barcelona. It's not Rafinha. This is Ballon d'Or Rafinha. Throw that chair and rope out. We are living. Yeah. The chair and rope are not going to be needed today. So Barcelona might win this without even needing Mr. Lewandowski. Oh, there he is. Speak of the devil. He's coming on. On for Ferran Torres. Fish says Google Luke Did That. I'll Google it in an incognito window because I don't know what you're telling me to Google. Food challenges. Someone who eats spicy food on camera. I've never heard of him, but he seems pretty entertaining. Just 5 minutes. Do it for my sanity. Yeah. I don't know where the 5 minutes has come from, but it is what it is. Yeah, trust nothing. Fish wants you to Google. Yeah. I was thinking like, is this gonna get me in trouble? But I I googled it in an incognito window just to be safe. Throw in. Watch Luke Did That now. I'll watch him later if I remember. How much added time? 5 minutes. 5 minutes of added time. Specifically 3.5 minutes remaining. Bastoni with a throw in though. Headed on but cleared by Barcelona. Okay, Barcelona can wrap it up here. Yamal plays it to Pedri. Back to Yamal. Inter have got players back now. Yamal with the shot. Yamal hits the post. Inter are through here. I don't know quite how. Dumfries. Oh my God! They've just scored. They've just scored. They've just scored. How did that happen? Like, why had Barcelona committed so many players forward? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? So, somehow, like, Inter had the ball, and Dumfries, who we were talking about earlier in the game, I don't even know what the hell happened there. Okay, so like Inter took a fast goal kick because for some reason Barcelona. Okay, so it was that counter attack, wasn't it? It was that counter attack that Barcelona had, where Barcelona just chucked a gazillion players up the pitch. Barcelona chucked a gazillion players up the pitch, and then Inter took a quick goal kick. And for some reason, Inter had like 3 versus 3 at the back. The ball kind of bounced off Martin's leg. Dumfries put a cross in, and then I think Acerbi scored. Fish says, came to the Europa League and Conference League games, please. Yeah. Extra time, it looks like it. It certainly looks like it. It didn't look like that at 92. That means I gotta set this damn timer again. let me update the. I reset the timer again to 90, and it's like, oh God. Pixel says yes. So someone is supporting Inter. So we do have one person supporting Inter in this very pro Barcelona lobby that we have today. Harry says 3-3. Yeah, crazy. So we have two lots of 3-3. Had 3-3 in the first game, 3-3 in the second game. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? Imagine having 3-3 twice. Isn't that just crazy? Sunny says, what did I do in my past life to deserve this? I'm not quite sure, but it must have been pretty bad. It's not the worst thing in the world, because if you did the worst thing in the world, you wouldn't be drawing, you'd be losing. So I hope that's some sort of comforting consolation. Yamal's through here. Yamal probably should have scored there. I swear Barcelona is aging me this season. I'm not surprised. They're not good for the heart. should we say? They're not good for the heart or for the grey hairs. They're giving me a few more grey hairs as well. And I think that's extra time over. Nothing is beautiful. The world is colorless. Yes. That's quite poetic. That is quite poetic. Flick booked or sent off? I think he just got booked, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. Acerbi also got booked for taking his shirt off. It's crazy. I was thinking, man, I can't believe I missed a game last week that was 3-3, and then we get another 3-3. There is no God again. He left us. He might have partially left you. But don't get your chair and your rope out just yet. I think you can still come out on top here. Okay, so Flick was booked, yeah. I'm not quite sure what he would have been complaining about, because it seemed like a perfectly fair goal, if I'm honest. can you do the Europa League and Conference League games tomorrow? It's Champions League tomorrow. We've got to do the there's PSG versus Arsenal tomorrow, so we can't be missing that one. I'm just gonna grab some fruit because my sugar levels are down. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Fix the timer. Yeah, I thought so. Harry says Europa League is on Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow, fish. It's PSG versus Arsenal. We will do the Europa League final, which will probably be Man United or Spurs. Reluctant to do the semis because it looks like Man United will win, and who wants to see that? Caicedo sent off. Unfortunate. He's not had a good week then. After giving a guard of honour. Inter through. Please just end it in extra time. I won't take another penalties BS, yeah. I also woke up at like 5 a.m. today. And now it's like 10 p.m. So yeah, extra time would be fantastic. Thuram decides to backheel it. Ah. Interplayer goes down, but I don't think there was much in that. Yeah, for Tacey, but he just kind of fell over on his own accord. Eric Garcia's gone down. Lewandowski, I will give you 2020, even if I have to steal it from France Football. Just score. Yeah, Ballon d'Or 2020, even if I have to steal it from France Football, just score and win us the match. I mean, he certainly could do. If we look at the positives, he is pretty fresh. He seems to be moving pretty well. Yamal. Ooh, Pedri was through, but just kind of missed out. Oh my God, Lewandowski, you beb. What's a beb? Beb doesn't sound too positive, whatever it is. Why does being a Barcelona fan come with so many heart problems? My doctor is saying just stop. You need help. Yeah, I presume it's because you have a very good attack, so that gives you happiness, but you have a pretty poor defense, so then that gives you sadness, and so the two points are like constantly, constantly you're constantly going back and forth between them, so it doesn't give you much mental stability because you're on a high and then your defense makes you concede, and then you feel low, and then you're on a high because your attack makes you score. So yeah, that's probably something to do with it. Thuram. Oh my God! They've just scored a fourth. Inter are 4-3 up. Fertasi kept the shirt on this time. I don't think Sonny's going to be particularly happy, and I don't think Durwood's going to be particularly happy. As predicted. Now I'm getting angry, says Durwood. Yeah. Understandable. Understandable, to be fair. You were just a few minutes away from going through. I need to see the replay though of kind of what happened. Ball fell to Thuram. Thuram has been a menace this game. He's very hard to deal with, Mr. Marcus. Yeah, he just wasn't closed down. Thuram just wasn't closed down. It's kind of what we were saying earlier about Barcelona. The defense is just... The defense kind of went to sleep, if I'm honest. Just justifiably angry there, I'd say. Sonny says, I can't believe we had 3 minutes and we couldn't park the bus Jose style. Where are you, please? Come back. Football heritage is gone. It certainly looks that way. It certainly looks that way. Fish says hi. Hello. Harry says Inter might win and go through to PSG in the in the final. Game's gone. The game is certainly gone. The game has certainly gone if Inter go through. But does that mean Salah gets the Ballon d'Or? Is that like a is that a sneaky little positive? Oh. The game has well and truly gone though. I think that's Fertasi on the floor now. I think he's just trying to slow things down a bit. Slow it down a bit. Take the sting out the game. Okay, that's it. No Champions League for another 10 years. Hansi, thank you. I will see you in my next lifetime. I don't know if this is on Hansi or if this is on the defense there, or if this was on the keeper. I mean, to put some sort of positive spin on this, at least Barcelona know what area they need to strengthen, if you know what I mean. Like, they don't need to really spend anything on the attack in the summer, but just spend spend 95% of the budget on defense. This attack is still good enough to cook Trent next season, and that's all. That's kind of the main thing we care about. Szczesny couldn't catch a Cole if he tried. Yeah, he just kind of stood there for that goal, didn't he? Just kind of stood there like, oh, he scored. At least kind of dive for the ball, right? Bring back Ter Stegen. That's what we say. Sunny says W2F is wrong with Barcelona. They better don't make it out of the Champions League group stage next year for this BS. I think you will. Group stage is like top 12 guaranteed, and then the remaining 6 in the playoff, that kind of thing. I think you'll definitely get out the group stage. Like, you're still a very good team. I mean, again, not to the last thing people want to hear at times like this is positivity, but like at least you kind of know what you need to target. Unless you score here, Lewandowski. Smacked over the bar. Hi, here's breakfast. Fish, you were going to sleep about an hour ago. So if you're having breakfast now, that's not a very long sleep. He's like Onana, says Harry. Yeah. Yeah, the way he kind of freezes. Like I always kind of not replay, but I always watch back the goals that Man United concede because it's just funny. And in a good 90% of them, Onana is just standing there like a statue. So I know what you're on about. Quite often with Onana, it's either he stands there like a statue, or he just gets beaten at his near post. I think Onana came from Inter. Did he come from Ajax? Can't remember. But anyway. Pedri. Again, tackled by Thuram. That Thuram fella. Thuram has looked impressive, man. He's looked a goal threat. Physically very good. Defensively very good. And what about Madrid, Liverpool, Man City? They know their weaknesses, and they'll be more crucial next year. Yeah, they will. Those teams will strengthen. Madrid will be weaker though. Madrid will be a lot weaker in the right back position next year, so you don't need to worry about Madrid. But Man City, yes, I think Man City will strengthen. I think Liverpool will strengthen. Delwood says, absolutely, Harry. Some saves are amazing. And then there's like these 2 last goals, yeah. Onana came from Inter. Okay, that was it, yeah. Let's see if Yamal can whip anything up. Pixel says, Arsenal PSG is going to be dog turd in comparison. Hard to top this. Yeah, it's hard to top 13 goals. you know what? Yeah. I think especially kind of given how defensive Arsenal are, because they're just trash in every aspect and every permutation of trash. That's what Arsenal are. So yeah, PSG Arsenal won't be as good as this tomorrow, but the positive is it will be nice to see Arsenal going out. Sonny says, I don't care. Just put all the player in attacking in the second half of extra time. It doesn't matter if you lose by 10 or 1, rather than giving shit to their fans. Right, fair enough. Just go for it, man. Just might as well kind of go for it. Stick all the attacking players on. There's certainly a school of thought behind that. Bastoni might be taking this free kick. No, it's not Bastoni. I think it's Barella. But to be fair, they were both standing over it. Dumfries. Cleared. Caught by Szczesny. Well, PSG might get 13, yeah. PSG could get 13 tomorrow. We would love PSG to get 13 tomorrow, and then there would be 14 goals in that game overall, if we add on the first game. That would be so fun if PSG got 13. I don't think Arsenal would ever recover from such an embarrassment. Bastoni, oh, that's a nice pass. What happened there? Barella was through 1-on-1 with the keeper and he blew the whistle. What's that about? Even I can say that's some kind of nonsense. You shouldn't blow the whistle there. Yeah, definitely. They definitely got very lucky with that whistle. I'll stop this timer. Because we already are the team to lose 8-2. It doesn't matter if it's 10-6. Hansi smacked a player. Oh, right. So you're saying we've already experienced the big loss. So what's one more big loss? Let's just go for it. I hear what you're saying. In some ways, it's the hope that kills you because it's it's the fact that you came back into the game and then you were winning. And then I was like, hey, I told you so. I told you so. I told you you're going to win. And then 5 seconds later, you're losing. So I probably made it worse. It is raining now in Italy. It's not raining in England. Harry says, for once, yeah. It's not raining in England. And I had to think really hard. I was like, wait, is it not? What's going on here? Am I still on holiday? No. But, yeah, makes a nice change. Second half of extra time now. Time has started. Let's go Gavi, says Derwood. Gavi's on for Kubasi, so that feels like a attacking substitution. Because Kubasi was playing in central defence and Gavi's more of a midfield attacking player. Here he is now. Ooh. Defended by Matteo Darmian, who's grown his hair out since he left the hills of Manchester. De Jong. I think De Jong's had a pretty good game. Yamal. Yeah, I do really like Yamal, but sometimes I just feel like he just tries to do everything by himself sometimes. Rafinha. You might get it here. Said we need a remontada, please. There's still time. There's still time. I think there will be a. Oh, Lewandowski there almost scored, but he just headed it over. Um, I think he jumped for the ball a bit early, so he caught the ball when it was higher, if that makes sense. Have I not updated the score? I thought I was getting better at this. But I appreciate the heads up. I mean, in my defense, I have had to do that 7 times in this in this one game. 7-6. There we go. We are now updated now. Dumfries is coming off and Stefan de Vrij is coming on. Another Dutch player. So it looks like Inter are Dutch FC and Liverpool are also Dutch FC. Yeah, I think Inter are gonna try and shut up shop here. Trying to close the shop, see out the game. Very defensive substitution. Oh, good save by Szczesny. Good save by Szczesny. That Fratesi is been playing quite good since he's come on. Nah, let it stay 3-3. Let me live in peace. If only. Okay, I can leave it. I can leave it at 3-2 to Barcelona. We can say that they won. Corner to Inter. Headed away by Frankie de Jong. Goes back out. Inter player slips. Why? Because it's raining. Oh, it's not just raining. It's absolutely battering it down. Harry says, I've got to go off now. Have fun and good night. You too, Harry. Take care. Take care. Hope the rib feels better soon. And yeah, all the best. Durwood says it hurt to remind that Barcelona is losing. Yeah, maybe I should just hide the score. There you go. Oh wait, there you go. Nobody knows what the score is. The score is a mystery. Who knows? Could Barcelona be losing? Could Barcelona be winning? Or could it be a draw? We don't know because there's no reminder of it. Sunny says, Harry, which part of the match is the good part, which I will dream about in my lonely nights? Presumably the bits when you were up, I guess. That 5 minute period. It wasn't even a 5 minute period, but that small period of time. What's this over here, though? Rafinha. Goes to Yamal. Ah. That player's pants, whoever that is. The guy with the headband. Goal kick for Inter. It's done. They can't get through the Italian Mafia's defense. I think you'll have one more big chance. I think you'll score it, you know. That might have been it there if Gavi's pass could go through. He was unlucky. But yeah, I think there's one more goal in this. Crossed in, but just a bit too high for Thuram. Lewandowski. Ball goes to Yamal. This might be your chance. Yamal takes a shot. Oh, I thought that was going in. I don't know if someone saved that or if Yamal just didn't quite get it on target, but that might have been your chance there. Oh, someone saved it. He's a very athletic goalkeeper. Crossed in. Saved. That might have been the opportunity there. Ooh. Inter players are celebrating. Might be a bit too early to celebrate. There's still 5 minutes in this. 5 minutes at the very least. With a bit of added time as well. If Inter go through, they've got a good chance against PSG. Yeah, the way they play and I think the way they set up, and I think given how compact they are, I think they can nullify a lot of attacks. I appreciate they've conceded 6 against Barcelona, but even then, they'd have a good chance. As you've said there. Yamal. Yamal with a shot saved by Sommer. Headed over by Lewandowski. Why is it so difficult to support Barcelona? The one season where everything was going great, because even in 2019, 2019 was an average team. Carried by Messi this whole season is awkward. Now, yeah. Yeah. I guess it's the ups and downs. I guess because the attack is so good, it gives you hope. But when the defense is so bad, it just kind of brings you back to reality, and so you get excited, and then you get let down, and then you get excited again. It's probably not good for the heart. Fratesi trying to jeer up the crowd there. Hey, come on, man. Come on. Hitting 117 minutes now. Thuram on the left wing. Thuram has looked dangerous. Yamal was kind of held back there. Booking for the defender, but then the defender threw the ball away. That should surely be a second booking. Second booking missed the final. Sonny says, man, I should have chosen Real Madrid as a kid. At least I could say 15 Champions League all the time. You could, but then you'd also have to deal with playing a snake at right back next season. That's the downside. Sonny says, bye, I got to go. Nothing is there to see. Barcelona be ashamed of having the lead in 5 minutes, and now GG. Yeah, no worries if you have to go. All good. I'll stick around until the end. But yeah, it's good performance. Unlucky. I think unlucky. That's what we'll say. But there's still time. Still a few minutes. Crossed in. It's so much better feeling to not support Real Madrid. Yeah, you just kind of feel dirty supporting Real Madrid. Dirty club, dirty tactics. Dirty transfers. Temper tantrums. Players throwing things at the referee. Rudiger behaving like a child. Can't really get behind that. Barcelona now with pretty much every player up the pitch, which makes sense if there's only 2 minutes left. Goes out wide. Gavi cleared. 2 minutes of injury time. Supporting Madrid is like supporting City. Yeah, I see the link. Similar levels of shame. Just two corrupt, egotistical teams. Ooh, Barcelona had an opportunity there. Araujo and De Vrij kind of went for the ball at the same time. Shame and cheating, yes, they should add that to the They should add that to the crests of each team. Put shame above the crest and then cheating below it. Speaking of shame, Jan Sommer is taking his time with this goal kick, trying to run the clock down, as you do. Ooh, Thuram was trying to hold on to the ball. I think Thuram did get fouled there. So, it is a free kick to Inter due to a foul by Frankie de Jong. Free kick to Inter. 10 seconds left. They're going to take their time. I think this might be it. Goal kick now to Barcelona. And I think that's the full-time whistle because the Inter staff are running onto the pitch. Wow. Did not see that happening. Barcelona players dejected on the pitch. Inter players elated on the pitch. But what more can you say and what more can you do? Harry says Inter won. Indeed they did. It was a close game. Close game, I think. 13 goals overall, 7-6. So we certainly got our money's worth. But yeah, Inter in the final. Inter versus PSG in the final then. Inter versus PSG is the confirmed final, which will definitely be happening. So an Italian team and a French team. That's crazy. So no Spanish teams and no English teams. When's the last time that happened, eh? An Italian team and a French team. I don't remember that happening for a while. Feel pretty bad for the Barcelona players. See you tomorrow, indeed. I think it will be a more positive result tomorrow. Seeing Arsenal get battered tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for the Arsenal PSG game. Should hopefully be a more positive result. We won't have 13 goals again because Arsenal are just gonna sit back and defend because that's all they do. But it will be interesting. Hader says that was a mad game. It was a mad game. It was. Didn't quite expect 13 goals overall, but we got our money's worth. Yeah, that's kind of what we were saying. Like we wanted Barcelona to win, but if Rafinha goes out, then Salah might get the Ballon d'Or. He's surely the obvious choice now. Literally carried Liverpool to a league title. Broke multiple records. Don't know what else they could possibly want other than for him to be Spanish or Brazilian, but he can't really change that. Sunny says, just came to say Barcelona, what is there to support for you now? For next season, there is no God. I think you'll be okay. I I appreciate this is perhaps not what you want to hear when you've gone out. When you've gone out of a tournament, but your attack's still very, very good. If you can just dedicate 100% of your budget to your defense, I think you'll be good. I think you'll be competitive next season. Hader says facts. Yeah, facts indeed. Facts indeed. There's gonna be some sort of bakwa, some sort of nonsense. I'm worried, whereby they don't give it to him. But for me, Salah's the clear candidate at this point. Rafinha's stats are better than Salah and is the top scorer of the UCL. I hear you. I hear you. But I think, kind of given what Salah's done this season, I think Salah has pretty much carried Liverpool to a title on his own. I appreciate Gravenberch has played a role, McAllister's played a role, Van Dijk's played a role. Personally, I kind of give it to Salah off the back of that. In addition to that, Salah has won a Premier League this season. Rafinha hasn't yet won La Liga. Might win it, might not. I think if Barcelona do win the La Liga, it will be an interesting conversation. Personally, I'd give it to Salah, but I might be slightly biased. I don't know why I'd be slightly biased. What would make people think that? But yeah, to be honest, if Rafinha wins it, like you can see the logic behind it, if you know what I mean. Like even though I disagree with it, I could kind of see the logic behind it. But yeah, I'd give it to Salah. Sunny says, "Well, see you in 10 years when Barcelona are in a semi-final and they lose against Screw Tottenham. We are the UCL partners." Honestly, I think you'll be very competitive again next season. Yamal's only gonna get better. Gavi's only gonna get better. Pedri's only gonna get better. You've still got a very, very young team. I think you just focus all your money on the defense. I think you'll be threatening, and you also have to consider Real Madrid are gonna be weaker next year. So Real Madrid are actually gonna be worse next year because of who they're gonna have in right back. Goodbye, adios, hasta la vista, sayonara. Like, yeah. Take care. See you tomorrow for the Arsenal game. Ryan says yes. We are close to a Salah W. We are very close to a Salah W. Like if another way of thinking of it is like if Salah doesn't win it this season, I don't know what else the guy has to do. Like I literally don't know what else the guy has to do. Like I appreciate our kind of European campaign wasn't the best, but flip side is we did win the group. I appreciate that's perhaps a very biased and perhaps narrow-minded way of looking at it, but that should count for something, right? And we did win the Premier League as well. I mean, Haaland was considered a robot last year, and Salah's getting better numbers than him. And I don't know if it's a bit silly, but like I would also take Salah's age into account to say, look, he's doing this at like 32, 33. That in some ways for me makes it count even more. The fact that he's doing this kind of whilst he's older. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. Cool. But anyway, Inter go through. And Dembele better score tomorrow. If Arsenal win, Arsenal put everything in lockdown because I'm coming for London. Yeah, don't worry about that. Arsenal were kind of extremely defensive away from home. Sorry, at home. So away from home, they're gonna be even more defensive. I don't even see them getting a goal tomorrow. I think PSG win it 2-0 tomorrow. But yeah, cool. Anyways, I am exhausted because I woke up at 5 a.m. today, and it's almost 11. So I'm probably gonna go. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow for the Arsenal PSG game, and then we see what go on, and then we see what happens with the final. Dembele will miss the match, right? Isn't he injured? Is he injured? Is he injured? Well, according to Google, he's kind of injured, but then there's another news story there that says he's fit. So we'll have to see if he turns up or not. Because like the older news stories say he's injured, whereas the latest news story says he's actually going to be fit. So let's see what happens. But yeah, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm exhausted, as you can probably tell. But yeah, see you guys tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes. Cool. Take care, guys. Take care.